Sharing my screen. Not it. Okay. Let me correct this really quickly. Sorry. I don't know why it did that. All right. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our webinar on the documentary category. Tennessee History Day is coordinated by the Tennessee Historical Society, which is a private nonprofit. We've been around since 1849. We are a membership-based society. We do have a special teacher rate of $25 if you would like to join. So today, go ahead and introduce yourself in the chat. Tell us your name and your role in History Day. Today, we're going to be discussing the documentary category, some resources for that category, how to create your submission, and how to submit your entry. So the documentary category, who should compete in documentary? Well, first of all, you need to have the time to do the research and to craft that research into a documentary. You also need to have a strong grasp of how images and sound work together to tell a story. You need the technical skills for editing footage and audio and putting it together, and you need access to this technology. One thing to consider is if you want to work as an individual or a group, and how are you going to collaborate if you're in a group? You will need to set up ways of communicating with one another virtually, whether that's through shared folders on a Google Drive or through frequent Zoom meetings, in order to establish social distance and still work together. You need to ask yourself, do I have access to a video editing software? Do I know how to use it? Can I get to what I need? Can I arrange for oral history interviews with the technology that I already have? So much of documentaries is dependent upon interviewing people who have lived through that particular experience. Are you going to be able to get to those people and have control over the audio and the background? Are you going to be able to get good sound bites from those people? When it comes to adult assistance, it is acceptable for an adult to instruct you on how to use the software or to create an account for you. Some software or some programs or online options, you have to be above a certain age in order to create the account. It's fine for your teacher or your parent or guardian to create the account for you. It is not acceptable for an adult to operate your camera for you or to do the actual editing for you. On the NHD website, which is nhd.org, if you go to the little shop button, you can find how to create a historical documentary. This costs $29, and it's a good resource taking you through the process step by step. Now, it does not address the needs of a virtual contest, which is what we will be having in Tennessee this year, but it does give you the real intense details on this particular category. When it comes to working on your project here in Tennessee, we do have a page on our website called Getting Started, where we have resources. This is where you'll find the rule book, the theme book, a list of Tennessee topics, the theme video, a Tennessee bibliography, and you will definitely want to check this out to make sure that your topic fits this year's theme. We have a page we're calling Virtual Contest Resources. Here's where you will go to find a list of important dates. And if you scroll down, you will find a tab that says documentary. That will take you to a page that has this webinar on it, the Google Slides as well, and any additional information that we can think of that will help get ready for the contests. When it comes to submitting your documentary, your project is due in its entirety the day of the deadline by 11:59, the day of the deadline. You will see in the registration system, once you create an account, you have a little tab here, a little field, and it's called paper entry or entries paper, and you have a little upload button. This is where you want to go to submit your cover sheet, process paper, and bibliography as a PDF. It has to be a PDF. The registration system will not accept any other format. Your documentary, you will submit to us via our server, which is called SmugMug. On your contest registration page, you will see a button that says Documentary Uploads. That's what you're going to click on. And then you'll see, this is just a sample for Northeast District, you'll see where you can click for more explicit registration instructions as a PDF. And then you'll also see the instructions there on the web page itself. Then down below, you'll see where we have the different categories: junior individual, junior group, senior individual, senior group. You're going to click on that button, whatever category you are in. And then you will get, I don't have a slide of it here, that will take you to our SmugMug. That will take you to our SmugMug server, which is where you will upload your project. Stop doing that. Okay, so we will have full written instructions with screen caps and big arrows showing you how to do that. You need to plan enough time for yourself. It can take a long time to upload a large file. So make sure you give yourself, you know, I would try to do it the day before the deadline or the morning of the deadline, because when our server is hit by hundreds of people trying to put their documentaries into our folders, sometimes it slows down. So do plan well in advance in order to meet that deadline. So let's talk about our important dates. Our registration for our district contests opened Friday, October 2nd. The deadline for those contests is Friday, October 30th. And the contest is going to be Friday, November 20th. So Friday, October 30th, that's when you put into the registration system and into SmugMug what you want to be judged on. That's when you stop working on your project. Now, the district contests are just these counties that you see here in Northeast Tennessee. The top two in these two district contests in each category qualify for the regional contest. Now the regional contests, we have 5 of those. The people who are in purple and in gray, you will qualify for the contest that's in Knoxville, which is in green. We will open registration for that on Tuesday, December 1st. Teachers, your registration is Tuesday, January 19th. This is the day after Martin Luther King Day. The registration deadline for students is Monday, February 1st. Remember, this means your project is done on that day. Yep, come back. All right, so we have upcoming webinar. 2 weeks from today is going to be on Tuesday, October 20th, will be about websites. And then we start our open house sessions. This is just a time for you to drop in and ask questions. You can ask for help creating a registration account. You can ask for help strengthening your thesis. If you want to try an idea out on us, we will be having 5 of these between now and the registration deadline. So I don't think anybody has any questions for us. So I'm just going to go ahead and end our workshop now. I forgot to mention that I'm accompanied today by Nikki Ward, our state coordinator, and Hannah Zeckman, who is our assistant state coordinator. And they are both available and waiting to help you. So thank you for joining us today. I hope this was helpful. And we look forward to seeing you at the contests.